Let's talk through the 5 whys. The 5 whys is an interactive technique that iteratively goes through and figures out what the root cause of a problem is. This also originated in the similar time period as Kaizen, and it's a process that's used together to find the continuous improvement life cycle. So let's go through a hypothetical scenario here. Let's suppose that your organization keeps delivering things late, right? Let's say that the releases for your mobile app are constantly being delayed. Well, we could say, well, why are the mobile apps constantly being delayed? And say, well, we were told that there was a new feature that had to be pushed into the release cycle this week, and it caused a delay. And then we could say, well, why was there a new feature pushed into the release cycle? And then someone could go back and say, well, typically we're supposed to have a 2 week sprint, but the CEO came by and tapped us on the shoulder and said, we need this feature immediately. So then we could say, well, why is the CEO tapping people on the shoulder and telling them that they need this feature immediately? And then you could go back again and say, well, it turns out that the CEO couldn't find the project manager, and the project manager was busy talking to the product manager, and they couldn't figure out how to actually deliver that feature in the right amount of time with the right planning. So then we could go back, and basically the root cause was that there was a small amount of miscommunication where the CEO just didn't know that there was a different way of making that feature request. And if the CEO would have known that it would have delayed the mobile app, they wouldn't have directly contacted the developer. So these really small, subtle, wire crossing scenarios happen all the time. And the way you can get to the root of the problem and get to the permanent solution is to do this 5 whys method. And it works not just with features that are late, but why there's software bugs, or why there's misinformation, or whatever it is that you're trying to solve. So the 5 whys method is an important part of Kaizen, and it's an important part of trying to constantly do things the right way and improve things. And it's something that you should consider using in your environment.